My son is gone. Our connection goes on. 3 days before my child died, he primed me to keep living. Every night before I go to sleep, I write in a journal to my 12-year-old son, Tommy, and continue a conversation we started on April 13, 2018, just 3 days before he unexpectedly passed away. Tommy was particularly chatty that Friday afternoon as we drove from Los Angeles to San Diego for his weekend soccer match. "Remember my plan, Mom," he said. "First, I'm going to be a professional soccer player in Europe. Then, when I retire, I'm going to be a coach of a mid-level pro team. After that, I'll be a soccer commentator on television." I told him that sounded like a great plan, and I wondered if he knew himself better at 12 than I did at 48. "At some point, I'll have 2 kids and a fashion line," he added, just like his favorite pro players did. "Nothing is impossible," I said, echoing a belief I routinely share while helping inspire entrepreneurs to achieve their dreams. But that Tommy asked me something I'll never forget. "Mom, is it possible to go to sleep and not wake up?" My response was quick and light. "Only if you are really old. It's the best way to go. By the way, no pain, no drama." After that, he said something even more surprising. "It must be hard for a parent to lose a child." I looked at him in the passenger seat. "That's not going to happen here. I go the first. You go the second. That's how this works. When I pass away in my 90s, I told him I would send him a sign to let him know I was always with him. We laughed about the buzz I might be and the music I might play. Tommy jokingly suggested I play the Grateful Dead because neither of us were fans, but my husband was always blasting their music, driving us crazy. We were not a religious or spiritual family, so I thought that Tommy was just being curious, and we were having fun. By the time we arrived in San Diego, we had reviewed his whole life. I expressed how proud I was of him for going after his dreams in ways I didn't as a child, and I let him know how much I loved him, how much I believed in him, and what an honor it was to be his mother. 3 days later, on April 16, 2018, Tommy went to sleep after his regular Monday night soccer practice and never woke up. There was no chance to save him. The paramedic said he likely died shortly after going to sleep. Doctors still don't know why. They think it was his heart. He had myocardial bridge, a mostly harmless condition that in rare cases can lead to cardiac arrest. But they didn't know if that was the cause. We may never know. In an instant, the person I thought I was and the story I thought I was living vanished. The pain was beyond words. I saw no way to survive it. For the first time in my life, I understood what it felt like to want to die. So much of that morning is a blur. Once it registered that Tommy could not be saved, I felt as if Every circuit in my body disconnected at the same time. My head started pounding. My ears began ringing. I could barely speak, much less hear.